What's up, Fish Vibes people? This is Donald Fish Vibes here. Yes. This is just a teaser of the angry mobile. Angry. However, on to the Fish Vibes business. So, guys, it's been a little while since I came to you. Since the end of the koi pond build out. As I've been saying, I'm separating my 1100-gallon pond. I'm moving out the koi from that pond and I'm transferring it into a dedicated koi pond, of course with some iridescent sharks, 4 black iridescent sharks and 2 albino sharks. But essentially it's a koi pond with about 23 more mature kois, about 2 years now, and actually I got about 14 additional koi. So I actually finished the pond and I didn't do an update. I posted some videos, so those of you who want to see could go back to some earlier videos. But now I'm coming to close up the koi build out, show you what I've done. I was putting together a number of things. So as you can see, this is the actual final production now. In Trinidad it's raining, it'll be in the rainy season. Well, technically June to December is when our rainy season starts, but I haven't been able to get a nice sunny day to show you all what's going on with the fish pond. But having said that, I'm here doing it regardless. So as you can see, I took some time to do the covering. So I did a covering. This is so that any predators, birds especially, wouldn't get down into the pond with the fish. I did an auto feeder. So I have my auto feeder in the back here. Works very efficient. Anyone could get that. I put some flowers in the backdrop. Chrysanthemums. Actually, the one at the end here is an orange chrysanthemum, and all the others are red and yellow chrysanthemums. Put a nice gravel bed there. Some fine white gravel. And the other side is the other chrysanthemums. The chrysanthemums is just a backdrop with the flowers to try to give it some little decorative kind of finish. But as I was saying, the fish food feeder, the automatic feeder here works really well. It has 4 programming. So I have it set, and you could have it to spill either 1 portion or 2 portion of food. Very efficient, very good. So for those of you who watched the earlier videos, you remember seeing the finish on the top here. A stone finish, all polished off with a protection coat with a white border. As you know, I was very interested in doing a glass finish where you could actually sit and look at the fishes. Now this water is still cycling. The fishes are in here. I would say this is now the 2nd week. Alright, so the water started off clear, as you would be obvious, and then the water is now getting algae and that kind of thing. But the filter, which I would show you just in a little bit, is super efficient. So I'm going to show you the filter. As I said, this pond is about 2,600 gallons roughly. So I didn't want to have a whole big room of filtration. So I actually was able to source a biofilter, which services a 5,000 gallon pond really. I think it's 5,000 or 8,000 gallons. Having said that, it's definitely more than 2,500. It's double filtration I'm getting, and that's because essentially it's a 1 filtration system. As you can see it in the corner here. Alright, it's a Boyo, but I think in America they brand it as JAD, J-A-D. So anyone could go online and look for the biggest filtration system, Boyo, or Jad has, and you would see what I'm talking about. As I said, it's working pretty good. I had to do a number of alterations with it. It was the last part of the work that was really technical. It's a free flow system. It's not a high pressure filter like the other filters that I have actually. It's a free flow system. So I was my builder, and you know, I must big up the pond builder. Martin Roberts is his name. Anyone who wants contact with him in Trinidad here as to doing these things, you could just, you know, let me know in the comments. You know, you'll always get some problems with these builders, but having said that, the guy was good. The filtration system, however, I had to do some calling to get support for it. So I called in my plumber, who finalized that part of the project for me. Essentially, it's a free flow system, as I'm saying, and which means the water, the outlet must be above the water level. And I'm telling you, any degree whatsoever of it being below that water level, and you're going to get an overflow of the filter. And that is what we were experiencing for some time. Then Martin would have ran some 90 degrees angle pipe fittings. That was some restriction, but I think the biggest problem was that the outlet, when we extended the pipe, was actually falling inside of the waterfall area, which is this area here, and I think that was causing it to be backing up and back pressuring. But having said that, my other guy, my plumber Ralph, he raised the entry with the plumbing pipe. You could see there, I brought it higher, so it's above the waterfall, and it's dropping down inside here. So that solved the problem, and now I have perfect filtration. I think I just captured my neighbor's house there in the background, so just ignore that, right? Okay, so as I'm saying, for the covering, I did a do-it-yourself kind of project here. Got some PVC pipe fittings, and you know, with some 90-degree elbows, and made some rectangular type shapes. Did it in about 3 sections. I can move out each section, any section I want at any time, and you know, create an open space for the fish. Today I'm not really featuring the fish, so I won't open it out to record the fish for you, but as I said, I have some fish updates in it. But it's really just to show the workmanship that would have gone into the work. As you know, I would have gone through all of the stone tile works and everything. As I said, I put some white gravel stone in the back of the tile there, so all that looking pretty fine. Yeah, so I just showed you one side of the glass, so I'm coming over here. This is the other side of the glass. Of course, as you know, the lawn hasn't grown back as yet. I'm still finishing up the lawn. That's going to take a little time to catch back the turf lawn, but it's coming to come, and once you see those runners there, you know that you're on your way. So that's doing okay, right? Actually had a tree here, somewhat lemon tree, not a purebred lemon though. So my guy is working on digging out that stump for me, so it's no longer needed there. As I say, there's a close-up on the filter here, a biofilter, pretty decent filter. Right, the water was coming along this area here. It was seeping around there. Right, drip, 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 but you know, seeping. Yeah, as you can see, the brand here, just in case you want to check it out. Right, that's it there, Jad Gardening Biofilter. Yeah, pretty decent, as I said. Pretty decent. What again? So I have here, this morning I actually set up my aeration. So I have an air filter. Now, of course, you know, these not air filter, sorry, air pump. You know, these air pump more or less are made for indoor. I haven't been able to find an outdoor one yet. So I created a little covering system here for it. All the lines going in there, coming in, running on some hooks there. This is one dispensary here. You see the bubbles there. It's 4 outlets. This is another one here. Yeah, I set that up this morning. So some of the lines haven't fell down in the bottom of the water yet. There's a third one. And this is the 4th one here. So how that works, it works for about 8 hours. No, actually this one works 12 hours. So if your electricity fails for about 12 hours, you know you're going to have that air filtration. I keep saying filtration, sorry about that. That airflow running, right? And giving the fish and them some oxygen to sustain until the electricity comes back and the power kicks back on. So, you know, that's it in a nutshell, you know, letting the pond develop, allowing the fish to climatize adequately. So far they're doing pretty good. I didn't get to do any stoneworks inside this pond. I was 2 minds about it, to be honest. Sometimes you find with these stoneworks, the fishes, when fishes are bigger, they tend to go and really, you know, harm themselves with all of these things. So having said that, it's a toss-up, because sometimes if you want to do a kind of natural breeding, you want to be able to have the stone so that when the young ones have a chance to survive hiding among the rockworks and stuff in the bottom. So I will still do a portion of it with some rocks. I'll do that at a later time. And as you can see, the waterfall is very strong, pretty consistent water flow. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah. Let me just show you what happened to the existing pond. So, you know, this was the pond where all the kois were in, together with all of my other cichlids. I started getting cichlids, more cichlids, as I was planning to move over the pond. So now this is an exclusive cichlid pond. You can see my strawberry peacock here. This strawberry peacock is always colored up, ready for action. Actually, he killed one of my yellow ubunos, which was also very, very colored up too. But I guess he wanted to be the tang boss, and he showed that yellow ubuno who was the boss. I have an OB cichlid right here. This one is very colored up too, a lot of colors. Fortunately, at this time, I'm not seeing any aggression between that OB cichlid and that strawberry peacock. So I'm hoping for the best there. But again, this video is not about this pond. So as I said, there's a lot of things. It's the main feature here is really the finishing up of my new koi pond. So again, let me just thank Martin Roberts and his crew for bringing together this pond. You know, this project started March 1st and finished sometime, well, in total completeness, I would say early, the end of April into early May. Was started for, according to him, 1 week. I was planning a month. It ended up being about 2 months roughly. But I'm pretty pleased with what has been the outcome. So now I could go on to showing you guys more features on the fish. I'll do a feature on the goldfish pond, my cichlid pond, and now my koi pond, koi shark pond, as we continue capturing my fish experiences. So again, Donald Fish 5 saying have a good weekend, and see you guys soon again. Ciao.